Oh yeah, San Antonio Cafe Ole HEB coffee. That's some good flavor in there. Good morning, Al Gavada with you. It is a Friday, mid-December almost, not quite yet, 11th, but beautiful day. What do you have to be thankful for today? We're going to be talking about thankfulness, an attitude of thankfulness. The article is from success.com by the staff, and it's 13 quotes for an attitude of thankfulness. What do we have to be thankful for? I think sometimes we don't ask ourselves because we're always bombarded with, you also need this, you also need that, You aren't happy if you listen to some of the messages that are blasted your way. You'll believe it. You'll believe that you have nothing to be thankful for, you know? And we need to remember there are a lot of things to be thankful for. It says, a rich life comes from giving your cheerful spirit and your precious time to others. It's the whole point of being alive. If you want to be a giver, the kind of person whose compassionate personality spreads a powerful glow, start with gratitude. And we talked about gratitude. When you're thankful for the goodness around you, you can see life through a stronger, brighter lens that magnifies the blessings you receive daily. Good morning, Elvira. Good morning, Chris. Gratitude is the catalyst. Use these 13 inspiring quotes to make this word rather, a priority in your life. So here we go. Let's begin Friday with an attitude of thankfulness. Thank you for being with me this morning. Thank you for sharing this video when you get an opportunity. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful, wonderful day because of that. Let's start off with Doris Day, known for those bright and shiny and happy rolls, right? Gratitude is riches. Complaint is poverty. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in the presence of someone who is constantly complaining? Like, you could be having the time of your life. Everything is great. You could be somewhere where everything's free. You know what I mean? And they're still complaining. It's like everything's free. And I've been at places where they have, like, great layout of food or whatever. Everything's free, and there's music and there's fun and all that. Especially like at Christmas, like holiday parties, the way we used to have. And they're still like, but the shrimp is hot, or no, the shrimp is cold, or the sauce doesn't have pepper, or like, really. Gratitude is riches. Complaint is poverty. Let's think about thankfulness. What are we thankful for? Being thankful for having another day, right, on this earth. Remember, when you wake up in the morning, you're still in bed, eyes are still closed, but you wake up. I don't know about you, but I don't wake up like that. Uh, Maybe you do. I don't know. But when I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm laying there in bed, right? And the first thing I'm trying to say every single day out loud, thank you. Just be thankful for another opportunity. And like I say every time, every single moment we're alive is a chance at rebirth, right? So if you don't have another opportunity to better your life or to be thankful for what you have, if you don't have that opportunity, you know, there's nothing else. But if you do have that opportunity, you have to be thankful for it. Gratitude is riches. Complaint is poverty. Doris Day. William Arthur Ward. Gratitude can transform common days into thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. Opportunities. Being thankful for opportunities. That, you know what? That's probably the biggest nugget in that one saying by William Arthur Ward, by that one quote. Because I've had that happen to me recently where it's like I've had this opportunity to help somebody in something very small. And I was thankful for it. I say, hey, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be able to help you with this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That turned into something bigger. That thankfulness for the opportunity turned into something bigger and is still producing dividends, you know? So gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. What blessings are we missing out on if we are not thankful for ordinary opportunities? Let me say that again. What blessings are we missing out on by not being thankful for ordinary opportunities? Think of those little opportunities you get today, specifically Friday, or, whenever you're seeing this. Think about the opportunities you've had recently that maybe you weren't thankful for, or the opportunities that you were thankful for that turned into blessings. You know, think about those and remember the thankfulness. Cultivate the attitude of thankfulness so we can turn those ordinary opportunities into blessings. Gratitude can transform common days into thanksgivings, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. William Arthur Ward. Margaret Cousins. Appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. Oh, man. The biggest part of this one, your willingness to put it into words. Wow. Have you ever been thankful without saying thank you to the person? Or have you ever been grateful and not express it? What are we missing out on? And how could you have positively affected a life? Affected a life in a positive way just by showing your gratitude, just by showing and acknowledging that you are thankful. Appreciation can make a day, even change a life. And I was talking about that recently, about changing a life by one interaction. We don't know how a single interaction can change a life, because we've seen how a single incident or interaction has ruined lives or has ruined days, right? And this one's saying the opposite. Appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. Margaret Cousins. I challenge you today, whatever day this is for you, to take 3 opportunities to express gratitude. Like literally, vocally, or in a text, or in a chat message, or whatever. And just express your gratitude to someone. Maybe someone you wouldn't necessarily just do it or consider doing it for or to on any given day, because it's not about them. It's about you and cultivating your attitude of thankfulness, right? It's about you changing your life. Today, 3 people, 3 opportunities to do it. Maybe somebody you haven't spoken to in a long time, or somebody you deal with every day, but you don't, ever express that gratitude. Or somebody you interact with every day, or on a regular basis, maybe not every day, but on a regular basis, but you've just never said thank you. Appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. Margaret Cousins. Melody Beattie. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Melody Beattie. Man, that's a big one. That's got some layers to it, right? It's like one of those big old sandwiches that you have to kind of squash down before you can even try and take a bite. I'm going to have to read that one again because it's got a lot in it. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It's like they say, right? It's about there's so many examples of this. The grass is always greener on the other side. That means not being grateful for what you have right now, what is in your life right now. It's like always wanting the other. Will you ever find satisfaction if you are never content or happy or grateful for what you have? That's not saying don't try and ask for more. Don't, strive for more. That's not saying that. But there has to be that balance. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance. Again, we're talking gratitude. Chaos into order. Confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past. Brings peace for today. And creates a vision for tomorrow. That last part, those last three things are enormous. If you think about it, if you put some thought into these last three segments of this whole quote, gratitude makes sense of our past. How much turmoil is being caused today by ripples in the past? Well, not ripples, but the ripples today are causing the turmoil, but the splash that happened in the past. Gratitude makes sense of our past. It brings peace for today and creates a vision for tomorrow. Those three things. Starting with making sense of your past, coming to terms with your past, dealing with trauma, heartache, abandonment, anxieties, dealing with them, not just letting them fester in your past and just keep sending out those ripples and vibrations of negativity into your present, affecting your future. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Melody Beattie. Kristen Armstrong. When we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. Okay, did she grow up by the sea? When you think about where your life experiences are and you start creating those metaphors to describe your life. If somebody grew up in the middle of a desert, they're probably not going to be talking about ice, or waves of the ocean. If you grew up in the middle of a jungle, you're not going to be talking about the desert, unless only in a negative way. Like, I know what I have, but that's what it could have been negatively. When we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. Kristen Armstrong. Welcome the tide of love rushing in when you let go of your disappointment as you focus on gratitude, being thankful for what we have, for what is coming. You have to remember there is a lot of positivity coming your way. And that's the vision of the future that you have to put out. Everything that is coming your way just needs to be created because you are envisioning it. She's like, I want this. I want peace of mind. I want happiness. I want to settle my soul. Whatever it is. It has to be created and it has to reach you. Give it time. But let go of that disappointment at the same time. When we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. Kristen Armstrong. W. Clement Stone. If you're really thankful, what do? You share. Isn't it great to share your joy? Isn't it great when you feel like you're walking on sunshine? Uh, and you want to infect everybody with it, right? You want to infect everybody with your happiness. I know sometimes it's like when you're under a cloud and you feel like you're under 18 heavy, wet wool blankets and you're down in the dumps and depressed. You also want to infect people with that. You want to get a blanket off of me. Here, you suffer too. Uh, and I think it's just part and parcel of being human. But if you are really thankful, what do? You share. Share your gratitude. Share your excitement for what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to help families. Yesterday, I had 5 interactions with people on how I can help them. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that opportunity to be able to do that. If you're really thankful, what do? You share. W. Clement Stone. Alfred North Whitehead. No one who achieves success does so without the help of others. The wise and confident acknowledge this help with gratitude. We are standing on the shoulders of giants, people who have accomplished before us, and many people are there ready and willing to help you get up to stand on the shoulders of giants. They're ready to push people up to succeed. One of my favorite things to do when I was in radio was find people who were interested in bettering themselves and trying to teach them as much as I possibly could. Many people say this, and I agree with it. I'll say it as well. I may have not have taught them everything I know, but I taught them enough to grow, and learn more than I ever did. I didn't teach them everything I know. I didn't teach them everything they know, but I did my best to lift them up. But some people feel like they don't deserve help or they don't want help. Truth of the matter is, no one who achieves success does so without the help of others. Same thing with me. People had to help me. People encouraged me. People taught me. People saw something in me that they knew was bigger. I now try to look at people and see something inside them and let them know, let you know that there's something inside of you that is destined for better things. And you just have to do it. You just have to go out and utilize it. That step that you're afraid to take. Sometimes that step looks like that gap that I'm trying to cross is just massive. There's no way I'm going to make it until you actually do it. You're like, wait a minute. It wasn't that big of a deal. It seems impossible until it's done. That being said, if you've been helped, the wise and confident acknowledge this help with gratitude. And it goes back to the other one, right? If you're really thankful, what do? You share. If you're thankful for the help that you got from somebody to get to where you are, to become the person you are, the better person you are, share. Share with people that are younger than you. Share with people that are in need of that information, that boost, that support. If you're truly thankful, what do? You share. No one who achieves success does so without the help of others. The wise and confident acknowledge this help with gratitude. Pay it forward. That quote was Alfred North Whitehead. We're about halfway through. Ralph H. Bloom. There is a calmness to a life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy. Joy of living in gratitude. I can see that. I can see how living in gratitude and practicing it and cultivating it and making it a part of you and making it a part of your journey to help other people be grateful can bring you joy, can give you calmness. There's so much anxiety, so much stress and pressure sometimes, and have you ever been so stressed that you feel a buzz in your body because you're so stressed out? You know? Good morning, Erica. I'm thankful for your friendship, as am I, friend. You're awesome. Wishing you a blessed Friday. Thank you. Joe Barron. Joe, awesome. Thank you, brother. You have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend. I'm thankful for your friendship. Having that buzz going through your body when you're stressed out and anxious and you can't sleep, and those times when you can't turn off your mind. Have you ever had that? When you're like, how I wish there was an off switch. You know, can I just kind of put snooze on my mind for a little while? Because I can't. There's so much going through my mind. There's so much running through my mind. Live a life with gratitude. There's a calmness to a life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy. Ralph H. Bloom. Thank you, by the way, for joining me today. And if you can, hit the share button. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get this message of thankfulness out there to as many people as possible. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Maya Angelou. Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer. I don't pray every night. Man, having that realization is weird, you know? I don't pray every night. I try to. It helps me, like I was talking about, calm my thoughts. I have a couple of prayers that I turn to that I just repeat. But I'm not sure if it's every night. I try to. Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer. Nightly prayer of gratitude, I imagine. Maya Angelou. Gabrielle Bernstein. Gratitude unlocks all that's blocking us from really feeling truthful, really feeling authentic and vulnerable and happy. What? Gabrielle Bernstein, you just struck a chord inside me. What are we locking by not being thankful and by not showing gratitude? What are we blocking from being, by not being grateful and thankful and expressing it? Writing it out, saying it out, expressing your gratitude, expressing your thankfulness. Gratitude unlocks all that's blocking us from really feeling truthful, really feeling authentic and vulnerable and happy. There's fear in many people. There's fear of truly being truthful, authentic, vulnerable, and happy. There's fear in people that keeps them from being happy. They're afraid of being happy. Sometimes it's because I don't deserve happiness, you know? It seems they feel that way. Or sometimes they're afraid of being happy because then something bad's going to happen. Let's be grateful for what we experience, what we live, how we live, who we have in our life. Who do you have in your life that you're grateful for? Who do you have in your life that you're thankful for? Call them today and tell them thank you. Show them your gratitude. Express your gratitude and thankfulness for having them in your life, for whatever they've done in your life. If you really think about it, and write some down, because others, you write some down, they may trigger other people that you are thankful for. Can you imagine going into the Christmas season, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Festivus, whatever you celebrate, with a list of people that you are going to call and let them know that you're thankful? What was that earlier one? It said, appreciation can make a day, even change a life. Your willingness to put it into words is all that is necessary. Margaret Cousins. That was a good one. So write that list down, write those names down, and be thankful and show them and express your gratitude to them. Living in gratitude, right? Making a change in our lives by having that attitude of gratitude, attitude of thankfulness. Gratitude unlocks all that's blocking us from really feeling truthful, really feeling authentic and vulnerable and happy. Gabrielle Bernstein. Write people down who you're thankful for and watch those names come in and tell them you're thankful for them. Express your gratitude to them, just as I am grateful for you. John F. Kennedy. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Lip service. Lip service. What you say and what you do. Don't tell me what you can do. Show me. Show me. I'm going to be a better person. Show me. I want to change the world. Show me. Show us. Show the world. You can change the world. The world is waiting for you to be your 100% authentic self. I go back to this quote that I have here. It says, I don't want to look back and see I was the 80% version of me. Even worse, I don't want to look back and see I was the 70, 60, 50, 40, 30% version of me. Be the 100% version of you. Who are you? What is your authentic self? What do you bring to the world? What do you have to offer? When was the last time you asked yourself that question? Or anybody asked you? What is your authentic self? What do you offer to the world? And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to offer your authentic self to the world. I want to clear something up and be truthful and authentic and vulnerable with you right now. I'm going to share this with you. Nobody rang me up, called me up, texted me and said, hey, Hal, you know what you should do? Go on Facebook and yell at people. Tell them to be grateful, whatever. Share your thoughts on quotes, on gratitude and thankfulness and positivity and rebirth and all that. You should do that. Nobody told me that. I just felt it. I felt like doing it. The more I did it, the more I felt like doing it. Who are you authentically? What do you offer to the world? As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. John F. Kennedy. I'm waiting for you to change the world. The world is waiting for you to change the world. Take a step today. Last couple. Rochelle E. Goodrich. Gratitude doesn't change the scenery. It merely washes clean the glass you look through so you can clearly see the colors. That reminds me, I need to clean my windshield. Can barely see out that thing. It's terrible. Imagine if you don't clean that, your vision, by being grateful, by showing gratitude. It just helps you see clearly what you are to be grateful for. It helps you see clearly that there's a lot to be grateful for in your life, even in the tough times, even in the rough times, even with unexpected setbacks. You have to see what you're grateful for. At the end of August, I was told, by the way, we're doing away with your position and your benefits end this weekend. That was 7.5 years of my life done with one email, I think it was. Email or text. Could wallow in despair, right? Or be grateful for what I have and grateful for the opportunity to see what's next. Gratitude doesn't change the scenery. It merely washes clean the glass you look through so you can clearly see the colors. Rochelle E. Goodrich. Last but not least, final quote for the day by Deepak Chopra. Gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. You open the door through gratitude. Let's talk about the universe. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in a singularity? Do you believe in multiple gods? Do you believe in the universe? Do you believe in a greater good? Do you believe in a flying spaghetti monster? What is it that you believe in? The universe is listening. You know, for all intent, as far as we know, it's just one single big thing that we all pray to. You know, it's like what's that story about? You know, if blindfolded or blinded men went up to an elephant at different parts of the elephant, they'd see different things. One over here sees a tail, one over here sees a giant foot, the other one sees a trunk, one of them sees a giant ear. I mean, that's what you feel with your hands, right? So what if we're all just seeing different parts of the same thing? We have to open that door to that regardless of what it is. Or maybe you don't believe in anything. That you have one life to live and there's nothing beyond this life. Then it becomes even more important to be gratitude, wouldn't you say? Because you have the one life. Gratitude opens the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe. You open the door through gratitude. Deepak Chopra. Let's open the door to the power, the wisdom, the creativity of the universe through our gratitude today. Write some names down, people you're thankful for, people who have come into your life, whether presently or in the past, people who you interact with in some way, shape, or form. Write their names down and allow that to trigger other names, right? Write those down as well. And take a moment today, just 3 of them, and express your gratitude to them. Express your thankfulness to them for who they are, what they bring to you, what they make you feel. And open that door. You know, let's step into a whole other area of our life where we can see life clearer through our gratitude and our thankfulness, that attitude of thankfulness. I hope to be back on Monday. I don't know what we're going to be talking about on Monday because I usually wait till the last minute and just kind of go into it. See where the universe leads me. Have a wonderful day and have a fantastic weekend. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for your kind thoughts. Thankful for your interaction with these videos, whether it's live or on a replay. And I want you to know that. I want you to know that I'm very grateful for you, and I thank you. And I hope to see you on Monday. So, until then, we'll be talking.